Welcome into Friday Frenzy. I'm Tim Owens alongside Reese Van Haften. And Reese, we've got a great set of games tonight.
You guys should have seen Tim. He was trying to hit the gritty about 2 seconds ago.
I can't do it.
Horrible.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Horrible. Tim,
all right, just get into the highlights, Reese.
It's officially week 7 and the playoffs are quickly closing in. Our game of the week has two teams in the thick of the playoff picture. Oak Ridge and Powell are both 2-0 in region play. The Panthers won this game by 31 points last season, first quarter. Handoff is going to go to Connor Wheeler, and he's going to break loose from a defender and then put on the burners, taking it 50-plus yards down the sideline to put the Panthers in front early. Watch that guy go. It's a pink out in the student section for homecoming, Tim. A lot of those tonight. Hard to find parking, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was.
Still first quarter. Oak Ridge looking for an answer, and they find it. And a handoff to Jay Hundley, who carries it in for 6. Tie game 7-7. Second half action underway, and eventually Potts throws a screen to his left, finding a Darius Redmond. 4-star's going to 4-stars. He shakes off a defender and strolls in for 6. Panthers lead 17-7. Oak Ridge can't get anything going on offense, and Powell winds up with the ball back with 4 minutes left in the third quarter when Potts heaves one deep to Yanni Magnos for the score. Oak Ridge would score with 3 seconds left, but Powell prevails 30-14, the final, Tim.
Thanks, Reese. I'm joined by Powell head coach Matt Lowe. Matt, congratulations on the win, a big win for the Panthers tonight. What was your message to the team after the win over Oak Ridge?
You know, just so proud of the kids. You know, they fought their guts out. That's an extremely talented football team that we just played, and their kids continued to battle. You know, offensively struggled to get it going there a little bit. Most of that was me. You know, not getting to the flow collar plays, but the kids continued to work defensively. To only give up 7 points, you know, to that group of athletes is unbelievable. Their defense continues to get better and better week by week, and their offense is always going to find ways to make plays, whether it's running or throwing. You know, we've got guys that we've just got to find a way to get them the football in space and let them go do what they do.
Jordan Potts, pretty nice to have him back and fully healthy at this point, isn't it?
Yes, he's really good at football, and I'm glad he's on my team.
What about Connor Wheeler? I hear he broke one off there in the second half for a long touchdown run. Or it was actually in the first half, the long touchdown run. Just what does it mean to have a running back? Like last year, you guys threw it a lot more than you ran it. This year, you're kind of a little more balanced, it seems.
Well, we are. You know, and so much of that plan is just taking whatever the defense gives you. If they give you a heavy box, let's throw the football. If they give you a light box, let's run it. Let's find ways to get guys the ball where they've got a chance to create, make space. So, yes, Connor Wheeler's an unbelievable talent. Started 15 games for us last year as a freshman, as a defensive back, and now we've moved him to running back, and he continues to get better week by week. And, you know, I would be ashamed of myself, as my dad was a former offensive line coach, but I didn't mention, there are some pretty good guys up front also. But, yes, without a doubt, he's doing a great job of turning 4, 5, 6-yard plays into 50- and 60-yard plays. And that's not easy to do versus the number of skilled players that Oak Ridge has.
All right, Coach, congratulations on the win, and thanks so much for joining us.
Shout out to my man Jackson Daniel. D-line, baby.
He was juiced up.
Yeah, he was juiced up. Heritage football, they've been juiced up as well. They found a way to do quite a bit of winning under new coach Joe Ossovet. Players like Cameron Moats help a new coach the do-it-all player. Came up big in Heritage's third win of the season last week. 117 yards receiving and a touchdown and 2 interceptions. Competition gets a little steeper for Moats and the Mountaineers facing unbeaten West tonight. Rebels get the ball after a Heritage punt. First play, Carson Jesse completes the big strike to the big tight end. R.J. Brooks pulls it in. West takes a 6-0 lead. More from the Rebels. This time they go to the ground. Marshawn Bowers weaves his way through to pay dirt. West takes a 13-0 lead. Now, Reese, you're going to want to see this one. This next play, you're not going to want to miss it. Jesse throws a dart on the home sideline to Jaquarius Wren. He pulls it in. They're down to the 1-yard line. They'd score again on the next play. West wins big, 41-0. Morristown West running back Tyson Johnson coming off a 156-yard, 2-touchdown performance. Strong defense from the Trojans early on, though. Tennessee High quarterback Jimmy Phipps back to pass, but Caleb Miller comes up with the big INT. That would lead to a Trojan field goal and a 3-0 lead in the first quarter. Vikings respond with a short touchdown run from Marquaeus Phelps. The Vikings now lead 7-3 in the second quarter. Late in the second, Tennessee High attempting a field goal. It is blocked by the Trojans. That leads to this 41-yard field goal by Dylan Lopez Hernandez. It's good on the last play of the half. Trojans come up big in the second half, though. They roll past Tennessee High 30-7.
Kickers are people too, Tim. When teams play Sevier County, they better have a good offensive game plan. The Smoky Bears have a grisly defense, only surrendering 15 points per game. Quarterback Mason Ellis is leader on both sides of the ball for Sevier County. He looks to shine against Halls. The Smoky Bear defense didn't disappoint. Just called Bryson Lane Jumpman. He jumps the pass, and then he takes it back to midfield. Neither team got their offense going in this one. Halls down 7-0 with one last chance. This pass falls incomplete on fourth down. Turnover on down, seconds left. Sevier County kneels it out and holds on to a 7-0 win. Last year, Jefferson County beat Dobyns-Bennett for the first time in 5 years. The Patriots look to replicate that success this year. With Dobyns-Bennett leading 20-3 early in the third quarter, Jefferson County facing a 4th and 3, and Jace Dobyns with a nice run to the 6-yard line to set up a 1st and goal. A few plays later, Xavier James with the jet sweep. He runs it in for the score, Tim. Patriots still trail 20-10, though. Later in the third now, Indian quarterback Jake Carson with the pass to Jonathan Gillespie, who does the rest of the work. Whoop! He scores the touchdown to extend the DB lead. Dobyns-Bennett goes on to win 34-10. Tim, I try to do Chris Berman, and I am horrible at it.
Yeah, you can't do Chris Berman,
no.
And I can't do the gritty. We have learned that. But Friday Frenzy is just heating up. Coming up after the break, we head over to Carter High School, where the Hornets look to be the first team to knock off Anderson County.